property in Tuskegee, and she went to the bank, and she said that they wouldn't even give her a chance. And she was like, well, if you give me a chance, I can prove to you and show you that I can pay. And sometimes, people, that's all we need is a chance. We need an opportunity to show that we can take care of our finances, take care of our lives, take care of our relationships, and just do the things that are necessary for us to move forward in life. But it's a shame that there are so many people out there that will take advantage of you, that will take advantage of cities, people, and these people, you see them and you know who they are. And the thing is to me personally, when someone smiles in my face but they stab me in the back, I really don't want to be around them. It's just that simple. But I see folks when they come around, they laugh with them, they joke with them, they raise them up like they are a god on a pedestal instead of holding them accountable. They're the ones that have the big houses around the lake. Those are the ones that have had businesses that they've taken advantage of, and they just, how you want to say, a thorn in the side of the city. But until the city and the people in the city decide that they've had enough, and it's just going to be bad. I know I was looking at somebody's page and they had something about the numbers, different things as far as the people that did vote versus the people that did not vote, and more than half of the people that actually could vote just did not vote. And that lets you know that people are tired. Why waste your time going to the poll for someone that you just don't want? And then the polls are so rigged and so fake when you have ballots and stuff end up in the trash or missing. And then if you talk to half the people and you ask them, hey, who did you vote for? And then the person that won is not even the person that the majority of the people even voted for. But now it's just people are voting not for a good candidate or whatever but it's for the good or better of two evils. Basically, that's what it is. Well, which one do we think is not going to hurt us too much, or which one do we think might be able to do something? I mean, that's what we're getting. We're not getting quality candidates and different things like that. But then it's like the people that come in that maybe could make a difference, they run them off. The city is afraid of change. They're afraid to step outside the box. And that's what we mean by being covered in ignorance. Even though you look around and you see other cities prospering and different things like that, and you have such entities as the VA hospital, you have the university, which employs a lot of people from the area, but most of them don't even be in there. Most of them from Montgomery and Auburn, just like the students. Most students, they live off campus and it's not in Tuskegee. They're trying to get a little bit of housing and stuff, but I mean, I've seen some of the students, man, the houses that they stay in, the neighborhoods, the areas, I mean, they're just so dangerous, and just to even, as a parent, send your child to some of these areas to live in, it's just dangerous. I mean, it's crazy. I was helping some of my students move a couple years ago, and some of the places that some of the people live, it was just totally dangerous, I mean, it really was. I mean, you go to some of these streets and some of these areas, and it just looks like, man, I don't know. It's not a place that you would want to send or have your child at. So I just don't know, man. But this city has just got to get it together. And it's not the only city like that. It's a lot of cities. But in this particular city, where you have a university that's historically and nationally known, I think it was the top 5 HBCU or something. I think I saw a little while ago. I think I saw that. But anyhow, it's up there and it's known around the world. People come to Tuskegee University because of the heritage and the prestige that we once had at a particular time in life years ago. But everything that was then, it's gone now. I mean, it's like, the party is over, and it's a shame, because when you see the foundation that was laid by Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver, you see that, man, it's like, it's just crazy. You have the museum that's by the Kellogg Center. Then you have the Tuskegee Airmen Museum, which is at Moulton Field. And, these are things that people want to see. And even having the new couple of stores, I guess you want to say, at the exits, you don't even have signs that's on the interstate to draw people in, to say, hey, next stop, you have this rest area. We got a brand new truck area that just opened up recently, where the Torch was. I mean, great stores, great look and everything, but there are no signs on the interstate to direct people to even go there. I'm like, why would they go there? Even the one up in Shorter by the casino, exit 22, it's not enough signs, letting people come down the highway, once they get tired after a long trip, to direct them in there, and that's what you have to have. You have to have better planning committees. You have to have people that really care, and people that understand that if they don't move in Tuskegee, Macon County, I mean, it's just going to be nothing. I'm looking at maybe Auburn coming in one side and Montgomery coming in from one side, and just erase the whole city. And maybe that might be the best thing for it, because when you have people who don't care, people that's concerned about their egos, and they got a little bit of money, and they don't care about the next man down, that's what you're going to have. But anyhow, man, that's all I have, man. I just want to say, man, as a people, as a nation, not just in Macon County, but in all counties all around the world, man, it's time for people to wake up, man. It's time to hold people accountable. It's time for us to get outside the box. Sometimes, what they put out there before you is just not what you need to eat. If you had a plate of food and you had choices, and someone brought you something that you wouldn't want, you wouldn't eat it. You'd be like, hey, y'all need to send this back, or I'm just not eating anything. And sometimes, that's what we got to have. You think about, if nobody went to the polls and voted for none of those candidates, then what would happen? Or, you have to demand better from people. But until we do that, this blanket of ignorance is just going to just bestow us and lay upon us. That's all I have for you. I'm your boy, Big Swole. I'm out of here.